Grand Rising YouTube, it's your boy Jynesis back on another video. Before we get started, I just want to open up with some good energy by saying Grand Rising. Peace to all the gods and goddesses of Planet Ka. Peace to all the ancestors and elders. Peace to all my peers in the youth, the crystal baby, starseeds, the indigo child, the chosen ones, animals, plant life, and all the high vibrational beings on Ka. So the last video I posted was about Saturn. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check that out. It should be the most recent video on my channel. Really? That's rude. That's rude. It's the most recent video on my channel, so if you missed that video along with any other videos that I previously posted, go ahead and check that out on my channel. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bells for updates and notifications on new videos, along with connected with me on social media by checking out the links in the description. So today we're going to be talking about Neptune. As you can see by the title, Neptune, ruled by Pisces, rules the 12th house. It's all about the unseen. It's all about the deep subconscious, similar to the 8th house, but more so shit that you can't see yourself, versus the 8th house is about what you're hiding from yourself. It's more of a secretive energy as far as personally, or like what you personally choose to not see even though you're aware of it, versus 12th house is kind of big. 12th house, it's kind of hard to, god damn. 12th house is kind of hard to be aware of that energy depending on what sign is it, what sign it's in. If it's in a fire sign, you're more than likely going to be more aware of it versus any other sign. But 12th house energy in general is all about the unseen, the deep subconscious, the deep depths of the water, belief systems, the collective coming together on one accord, and just, you know, kind of pushing past boundaries and just understanding that we're all one, we're all the same. Deals with, hey, don't you even get started, bro. Come here. It's all about the deep. It's all about the deep subconscious and the psychic. So like the chemicals, like chemistry, the brain chemistry, chemicals within the brain, frequencies. That's Neptune also deals with frequencies as well. It's more known to be that planet that's, you know, it's a watery planet, and, you know, it's a dreamy like planet as well. So that's where the energy of dreams happen. So if you have like Neptune in any houses, the one thing you're going to notice in that house is a lot of like illusions too, because Neptune rules illusions and delusions. So you're going to like have like that dreamy like state in that house, in that area of life, where it's hard to kind of see exactly what's going on. So you have to dig a little deeper and uncover what's going on in that house if Neptune is there, or if Pisces is there, because Pisces also is a dreamy like energy. It deals with the unconscious. It deals with the etheric realm, the spiritual realm. Neptune is a spiritual planet, just like Jupiter. Does the similarities between Jupiter and Neptune. They have a strong spiritual component to them. The only difference is Jupiter's all about specific philosophies. Neptune's all about sharing one philosophy on a grand accord, according to the collective, instead of personal, like the personal energies, such as, you know, the personal planets. They're more related to how you personally interact with yourself and others, versus Neptune and all the other generational planets. They're about everybody, the collective, how everybody is moving. And Neptune specifically is all about how everyone's basically believing, you know, the belief system of everybody for the most part. You'll more likely find past life energy with Neptune or the 12th house. You can basically like do regressions if you understand your Neptune energy, but to use Neptune to your advantage is kind of hard, because it's not really a personal planet, but you can use it to your advantage because you can connect with the collective and kind of see how they're moving, and you can usurp ideas and downloads in that in that way. But as far as, you know, using it to manifest or using it for any gains, you can't really. It's really a planet you pay attention to know what's the general energy amongst the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Versus Jupiter, like I said in the Jupiter video, you use Jupiter to your advantage because it's going to bless you regardless of what the fuck you do. And it can bless you in negative ways too if you focus on negative shit. It expands on everything. Neptune, what it does is kind of give you that deep watery effect. So it's like, it feels like you're kind of drowning in your energies. I have a lot of Pisces energy, so when it comes to that energy, I can attest to Neptune being that. You know, it makes you feel like you're in between two different places at once, especially if you have strong Pisces or strong Neptune placement, like, or, well, I should say if you have like Neptune in a more personal house versus like 10th and the 10th, between the 10th and the 12th house, you're gonna see it more. Well, the 10th house, you'll see it because it's a planet, or not a planet, but it's a house connected to your legacy. And I have Neptune in the 10th house, so a lot of like spiritual energy comes behind my legacy. That's why, you know, I'm doing videos like this, you know, dealing with crystals and, you know, chakras and whatnot. And my crystals are literally stuck together. Yeah, like Neptune, you know, it dives deep in the spiritual aspect of life. So you're not going to get too much tangible information from Neptune. You're going to get more so like downloads from the ethers, cosmic energy versus like Mercury or Uranus. They're going to give you more of a, well, Uranus is more of a cosmic thing as well. Mercury is more simple, as I should put it. It gives it to you straightforward and it makes it tangible, especially if it's in an earth sign. With Neptune, if it's in the earth sign, a lot of things on the earth, like depending on what earth sign it is going to give you that energy of illusion. Fuck. But, okay, it just told me my battery was going dead, but it gives you that illusion, you know, like for an example, 4th house energy, you might, if you have Neptune in the 4th house, you might deal with a lot of like chaotic energy that's unseen, or you might deal with like what's the word, because I'm trying to find the right words for this planet, because this planet is not that hard to explain, but it's a very broad planet. You know, it's a planet that, you know, it's like I said, it's not tangible. So when you talk about this planet, it's more so feeling. It's a planet about, it's a planet that's all about, you know, trusting and taking that leap of faith versus, you know, finding out the details and finding out what exactly is point A to point B, instead of just being, all right, it doesn't matter what's point A to point B, as long as we get to the destination and we enjoy the journey along to the destination. That's all that matters. That's kind of Neptune energy. It's the go with the flow planet. It doesn't really do too much stressing about the little things. It's more about, you know, it can have you like go within and, you know, focus on certain things, but it's not going to be too detailed. It's not going to be too specific because it's not a linear like energy. When it comes to cosmic energy, cosmic information, downloads from the etheric realm, they're not going to come to you in linear ways. Neptune doesn't give you a linear perspective. It gives you more of a broader perspective, but you have to understand the spiritual realm, and Neptune helps you understand the spiritual realm or spiritual energy. It's a very spiritual planet, like I said. So if you got Neptune in any houses, you're going to have within them houses, you're going to have a lot of spiritual energy within those houses. Anyone with heavy Pisces energy, is good to, you know, keep up with your energy. Make sure your energy is good, because that deals with the frequency. Frequency and Neptune go hand in hand. You know, if you keep your energy right, if you keep your vibration right, keep your frequency up, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to open yourself up to more possibilities and more timelines, as I should say, because Neptune deals with timelines as well. Similar to like how the 11th house deals with timelines, or Aquarius deals with timelines, but Neptune deals with like literally like lifetimes that you've lived, versus with like Aquarius energy is more so like timelines you're trying to create, or timelines you're trying, like futuristic type energy, versus Neptune's more so like going within, tapping into your soul type shit. If you have Neptune in like any water houses, do watch out for addictions, because Neptune can prone you to addictions as well, because it deals with the chemicals in your brain. So, you know, satisfying that dopamine, like how I be smoking this backwood, you feel me? That's the energy of Neptune. It depends on how deep you go into that, though. Like I said, it goes into the depths of things. So if you're stuck in those waters of your addictions, you know, Neptune is going to showcase why. So go to that 12th house energy to understand if you have an addictive personality. Go to 12th and mostly 12th and 8th house for the most part, but 12th house will tell you like the deeper spiritual side of things, versus 8th house is more so the trauma, things in this lifetime type of shit, you know, shit that you went through this lifetime, a little bit of past life, but mostly it's about this life. Versus the 12th house or Neptune's all about past life, reincarnations, past life energies, you know, ancestral energies, you know, prehistoric energies. Neptune's a compassionate planet as well. That's why I said Pisces bid, or Venus bid at Pisces itself is exalted, because that Neptunian energy that Pisces come with is very compassionate. It's very loving. It doesn't really see the difference between one another. There's no separation when it comes to Neptune. It's all about we're the same. We're one. That's the energy of we're all one. We all came from one source. Neptune rules that energy, you know. Neptune showcases that deeper sense of wanting to know the other side, you know, what you can't see, you know. It pulls you towards just trust and believing what you can't really prove, and just understand that your ancestors or your spirit guides are just leading you in the right way. That's where that energy comes from, that 12th house or Neptune energy. Yeah, Neptune can deal with karma as well. I think it's one of the karmic planets as well. So when it comes to trying to figure out any karmic energies you came in this lifetime, would definitely look at your 12th house, because that'll showcase the energies that you previously came from. Your first house is the energy that you're currently dealing with. That's why it dictates your chart setup, and you'll basically see like how certain houses are aligned with your first house, and in an elemental standpoint. In an elemental standpoint. If I sound a little bad, I'm a little tired, I ain't gonna lie. Lacking a little energy. But ain't nothing but just information to give out. You know what I'm saying? I will grow into that energy. We'll grow into that energy sooner or later. You know, once I have more space and time to, you know, create more videos, implement or initiate on my ideas, because I have a lot of ideas that I want to do for this channel, but I don't want to do it too fast, because I want to make sure like it's at the right time. You feel me? But yeah, Neptune doesn't come with any boundaries. You know, there's no boundaries with Neptune. That's why, you know, with Pisces, they need to learn boundaries. They always get their heart broken, because they're always being compassionate. They don't really judge people. It's not a judgmental energy when it comes to Neptune. Neptune, you know, has that unconditional love for you. You know, it sees the soul versus the ego, and is willing to compromise. It's a very compromising planet. The problem with Neptune is if like I said, if it's in a planet, or not a planet, if it's in a sign that's like watery, it can create illusions with your emotions. You know, that energy, that emotion, because it deals with the emotions as well, but the deeper aspect emotions, like I said, it's a higher aspect of the moon, so it deals with the emotions, but more so like the reasoning behind your emotions, versus the moon's about just like the phases of your emotions, how like just the general aspect of emotion, versus 12th house is like the reasoning behind those deeper emotions, those deeper thoughts, those deeper traumas, those deeper memories, those dreams that you have that give you a certain feeling, because it deals with the dream realm as well. So a lot of, if you have like Neptune in a fire sign, or a fire energy in your 12th house, you're going to have a lot of vivid, active dreams. You might be doing a lot of things in your dreams, but you're definitely going to have a lot of illuminating dreams because of that fiery energy. Earth it's more so like just practical earthly things, probably doing something that's relatable to the third dimension, but it's not going to be too much like, it's going to make sense for the most part. Can't really say too, I can't really go on, well, nah, because when you have an earth in the 12th house, you previously came from like a stable lifetime, you know, you got money for sure. So your dreams is gonna, you know, probably showcase you owning a business or some shit, owning a business or something, or like being like head of a business or some shit, like a CEO or a vice president or something. Probably have a lot of dreams about money and shit like that. But that's not the only thing the 12th house showcases. That's just the aspect of the 12th house that Neptune represents. So you gotta kind of look deeper when I say like your dreams, because those are personal. Those are like something only you can decode. But where to go to figure this shit out? Like, okay, I just had a dream. Okay, what energies can I use to figure out the messages in my dreams? Go to your 12th house. Figure out if you have planets in the 12th house, and if you have planets in the 12th house, learn what planets that planet is aspecting and what house they're aspecting, so that you can understand the correlations in your dreams, because those are the aspects are just none other than just relationships between planets. All that is. But yeah, not too much on Neptune. Pretty simple, you know. Like I said, it's a very dreamy like planet. So, it's a planet of imagination as well. You know, you're gonna get all your imagination. You're gonna channel all your imagination from this planet. You're gonna channel like basically like your creative ideas on a higher octave versus Venus. Venus is going to be more so like just creativity in general, but like that idea that you get that creativity from is definitely going to come from that 12th house, because Neptune the dream realm is where you pull your ideas from. That's where you get your stories from. That's where you get your artwork from. That's where you get any type of information to manifest in this realm. You know, that's where you pull from. That's why they say as above, so below. As above is technically the dream realm, because that realm, you know, you don't really have a physical body. You're experiencing these experiences with a very, very light body, you know. That's why you're able to, you know, go through a lot of portals within the dreams, you know, jump into other dreams or other realities. You know, if you, one moment you're probably facing this way and you're in a fucking mall complex, and then you walk through a door, and then shit just changes to like some damn apartment buildings or some shit. That's just you jumping through portals. Doorways and dreams are portals. So if you're walking through doorways in your dreams, you're jumping through portals and jumping through either other realities or other parts of your memories. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna go more in depth on these energies, because I'm gonna be doing videos. I'm gonna be saying the same things basically I learned just doing these videos. I'm gonna mention pretty much the same thing when it comes to these planets, houses, and you know, the signs. So I'm not gonna, you know, take too long on the videos, because like I said, it's not much that has to be said, especially with the planets. The planets, you know, I could go in depth with the mythological side of things, but that's going to be a longer video. Like I said, I'm not trying to have y'all sitting here for fucking 3 hours just listen to me monologue while the sun just goes over my head. So I'm gonna just close it out as I came by saying grand rising, peace to all the gods and goddesses of Planet Ka, peace to all the ancestors and the elders, my peers and the youth, peace to all the golden chosen indigo children that's out there, you know, being prepared to serve their purpose. Peace to all the plant life and animals, and peace to all the high vibrational beings that reside on Ka. What the fuck? I leave as I come. Love.